That's how torture became endemic. That's how police officers lost their ability to investigate offences. They no longer had to investigate offences. That skill disappeared long ago. All you had to do was beat up a fellow, or do worse, get his signature. You solve the crime. I have demonstrated, I don't want to repeat this, I have given stories after stories after stories where crimes are supposed to have been solved because you have a confession. You convict the wrong person. But what is dangerous in that is that the real culprit is still roaming free, is still there out on the street. That is what is dangerous about this. If you are only concerned about national security, you say, your national security is gone. Because the one who actually committed the crime is out there. And you have got somebody else, got a confession, and put him behind bars. So even from that point of view, not just from the human rights point of view, not from the human dignity point of view, even from your avowed national security point of view, it's a dismal failure. The European Union has passed a resolution that they're withdrawing GSP+. Why? Because in 2017, a guarantee was given by the then government that they will repeal the PTA and replace it with another law that is compliant with international human rights standards. Some effort was made. When they came up with the CTA, I was the first person to publicly announce that this is worse than the PTA. Subsequently, it came to various parliament committees. EU representatives also came to see whether it was compliant. And we worked on it, and various amendments were brought in. It wasn't perfect, but it was 100 times better than the PTA that you have. It was 100 times better, I repeat, it's 100 times better than the PTA that are still on our statute books. But it wasn't passed, unfortunately, because several of our civil society people thought we must only have a perfect law. And so we now have the PTA, because we couldn't have the perfect law. There were shortcomings in that, but it was far better. Honorable Lakshman Kiriella mentions certain matters. Confessions cannot be admissible. In our country, in this culture, confessions made to a police officer cannot be admissible. Preventive detention cannot be permitted except for a very short period of time and with judicial supervision. There are numerous issues with regard to the PTA. Honorable Minister, I can tell you very responsibly, you can't amend the PTA. You have to repeal the PTA. The whole basis, the foundation of that law is flawed. I have said this several times. It was brought just for 6 months. It still bears that name, Temporary Provisions Act, brought in 1979. You have to repeal it. We also agree that all the countries in the world have laws to deal with terrorism. We don't say no to that. We don't say no to that. But that must be done without, I agree with you, there has to be a balance. Right? But that balance has to be struck properly. You can't have Article 11 in our Constitution and then allow even one person to be tortured. I agree with you on that. It's not the numbers. But you did speak about numbers, about the disappeared. And I heard you say that people are making allegations that thousands of people have gone missing. Not people are not making allegations. Your own government appointed commissions have said so. Leave aside what we say. Your own commission, Paranagama Commission, says more than 20,000 people. What have you got to say about that? Your own commission, Udalagama Commission, says, with regard to just the two matters that they inquired into, the 17 aid workers in Mudur and the 5 students in Trincomalee.
Honourable Member, you have 2 more minutes.
How many?
2 more minutes.
Thank you. They have said that. Your own commission, all these three commissions, LLRC, all those three commissions were appointed by President Mahinda Rajapaksa, has said that persons who were surrendered to the security forces at the end of the war have gone missing. They have given the number 3,000 odd. They have given the number. Your own commission. We had nothing to do with those commissions. When your own commissions have said tens of thousands of people have gone missing and not one has been traced so far, not one has been prosecuted for that, what's the point in saying people are saying? You have said it. You have admitted to it. Why can't you investigate one case? 11 young people were abducted by personnel of the Navy in Colombo, not because they were involved in anything, but for ransom. Senior naval officers were involved in that. You interfere in that. You go after investigative officers in that case. You waylay that case, and then you preach sanctimoniously here that this government will protect the dignity of everyone. How do you make these ends meet then? If you are sincere, and I'm saying,
Honourable Member, please wind
that
up.
you are not sincere. This is just window dressing for the European Union. And it's too late. And I want the European Union and the entire world to know that this is just eyewash, a very weak and feeble attempt by this government to try to show that you are human rights, international human rights compliant. That will not work. Unless you make a genuine turn, you will not succeed in this false effort of yours. Thank you.
Thank you. Honourable